We are live and ready to survive. How is everybody doing? Howdy, 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 all.
Hi, everybody.
The Mrs. Superfly is howdy, howdy, howdy. So, how's everybody's long weekend going?
Well, they're American, honey.
Oh, yeah, all our American friends. I don't know if they're having a. Are you having a long weekend? Tristan! Hey, buddy. How's it going, Tristan? Tristan may or may not be able to stay the whole time. He's a student in school and he's studying. So we'll take him as long as he can stay.
And, honey, I might need to step away because in case my dad needs my help.
Yes. So
Okay.
if the Miss Superfly's dad need help today, then she'll be popping in and out. Hey, Ferg, my brother Ferg, what's going on, man? Yes, yes, yes. All the cool people are showing up. Yeah. So I hope you guys if you guys are in the States, are you guys having a long weekend this weekend? I know here in Canada we're having a long weekend. So super cool for us. I'm gonna show you guys some cool stuff next weekend for you guys, eh? Well, I hope next weekend you guys have a fun long weekend. We're having ours this weekend. So I wanted to show you guys a cool Papa. Papa's in the house. My good buddy Papa. Yes, all the cool people are showing up. I love you guys so much. You guys are so amazing. And thank you guys. Tristan says, "Hey, Miss Superfly."
Yeah, I said hi first.
Oh. I don't know what she does anymore, guys. She has her own identity now. So she just comes on and she comes and goes. Solo brings you flowers, saves me money. So all the good things. Yes. So if you guys hear fireworks, it's because where we live, there's a big open field behind us, and they will be letting off fireworks all weekend long there. When it
Or if
gets,
you hear music.
or if you hear any music, loud music, we live in an apartment building. People celebrate this weekend, so not much we could do about that. But it is a good time, and people have fun doing it, and we can all pretend we're part of the celebration, right? So I'm going to show you guys a really cool fly while we're talking tonight. And this fly here, and you can do it in a lot of different colors. Here's an orange one. This is a very small little fly, about the length of the tip of your baby finger.
Paul's here.
Paul.
No.
Oh, Mo. Mo's in the house. Yes. All my friends. All my friends. Yes. Mo, those lures you were tying or painting up earlier, with the white, the red, and the blue with the crackle, those are something else, man. Something else. Yeah. So these little guys are crazy fish catchers. I catch so many fish like bluegill, perch, sunfish, rock bass, smallmouth and largemouth, crappies. I catch all of those on here. Bambi, Mrs. Bambi in the house. How you doing, Bambi? We love you. Now we just need Solo. Solo in the house. We got to get him. Say his name, Maria. Solo, Solo, Solo.
Solo, solo, solo.
Come on, Solo. Yes, yes. There's from the field of dreams. If you tie them, they will come. So yeah, so these are pretty awesome little flies. You can do them in pretty much any color. This one yellow, pink. Uh, this is like a an off mauvey pink color.
Christian is asking,
Tristan.
does the color matter in flies like it does in lures, or how does that work?
Uh, you know what, Tristan? I want to say absolutely. So so all these flies that I'm showing you, they will, because of their size, they will catch fish. But there are some colors, for instance, orange, these little orange guys, um, the pink ones, the red ones, and I don't have any that I can show you at the moment, but white ones really do really well. Uh, and then like a lot of it has to do with size, but then a lot of it does have to do with color. So like certain colors like reds, oranges, and pinks, I try and get them in any flies that I tie for sure. And certain flies, uh, I try to get a little bit of sparkle in there. So either on the back or a little bit of some sort of sparkle in the tail using some flash materials. So those little things definitely help. But one thing for me that I've size definitely is as important as color. So um, all those fish that I fish for, like so in the early spring and in the late fall, you're going to notice that fish really eat bigger things. And the reason for this is because all the bugs start to die, all the bugs start to disappear. And when that starts to happen, then they have to rely on bigger prey like minnows. Um, they'll have to eat mice, frogs, um, different stuff like that, crayfish. So that's when you want to use a bigger baits. But in the summer, this is what I really found. Regardless of the species, I always start to shrink my baits down to little tidbit sized baits, whether it be like ants or beetles or flies, like actual flies, uh, grasshoppers. And the reason so being is because when the spring hits, you get in start into the spring and summer, all those bugs are like a little buffet, and fish don't have to use as much energy to catch them. Uh, you know what? I'll show you guys my face while I'm talking, so you're not talking to a disembodied person. Um, yeah. So so all those uh, little things start to crawl and fly. Wasps and bees come out. Uh, the grasshoppers start hopping. Crickets start coming out. Ants start moving around. Little beetles like soldier beetles and ground dwelling beetles. All those little bugs, pill bugs, centipedes, they all start moving around, right? So house flies, deer flies, all those. So that's when these kind of baits are really good because a fish just doesn't have to expel that much energy to just go and gobble a bug. Whereas if it takes down a mouse or a crayfish or a minnow that it has to chase, it has to expel a lot of energy to get a meal. So think of it like when it's hot in the summer, you don't necessarily want to eat a burger, right?
No.
Sometimes you want to, or a steak. You don't always want to eat a steak in the summertime. Sometimes you just want to go to Tim Hortons and grab a Timbit and a coffee. You don't necessarily need a huge meal. So these are like tidbits to a fish in the summer, and they can eat a lot of them without doing a lot.
Yeah. I think they're more familiar with Dunkin' Donut bits.
Oh, maybe. Oh, Mrs. Superfly.
That's Tim Hortons, honey. That's Canadian.
I always forget you guys are American. So Miss Superfly said you guys are used to Dunkin' Donuts, and we're used to Tim Hortons.
Yeah. That's right, Papa. Tim Hortons.
That's it. Tim Hortons tidbits.
It's the center of the donut.
Yeah. The hole, they call it the donut hole.
The donut hole, right.
But it's a
It's a Timbit.
It's a Timbit.
Yeah.
But it's really the donut hole. But yeah, so
Yeah.
these are essentially these are tidbits. So think about these little snacky meals as tidbits. And you know, that's why in the summer, because I'm a pan fisherman, you know, like I said, perch, crappie, smallmouth, largemouth, pretty much all those fish, even trout, because once the main spawning in the rivers is over, then the trout all they start heading back to the lake. So in the rivers, you get those little yearling trout, right? After the adults go back to the lake, then you have the trout that stick around for a year, the babies, and these are perfect for those baby trout. So that's what I'm going to show you how to make these guys. And again, once you know the main pattern, you can just adjust that any color. And then you can also, you know, later on you can add legs. So you can add broom bristle legs. You can turn them into like a more of a nymph style pattern after that. So many different kinds of things you can do. So I'm going to take this out of the vise. I'm going to get a hook in there.
So Bambi said, kid went fishing with his dad.
Nice.
And she's left to do the chores.
That's not nice.
She is listening, and she'll answer when she reads the chat. But if you want her Superfly, just call her and she'll hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Bambi, we need you.
Cool Cat's here.
Cool Cat. Cool Cat's in the house. Yes. All the cool people are here. All the cool people. Okay. So to make this little wiggle bum fly, we're going to need some. I'm gonna lower this back down to the vise,
okay,
so that you guys can see, because otherwise you're gonna just see my face and you'll be like, are we tying flies or just chatting it up here? But I'm good.
You're good.
So while I'm about to do this, I just want to shout out some people in my chat, because
cool enough, honey?
I am
I
cool.
know you're cool.
I'm cool.
But is your temperature cool enough?
My temperature is cool. My temperature is cool.
Okay.
I'm cool. I'm hot and cool at the same time.
Okay.
But I
Who are you shouting out?
I want to shout out some people in the chat.
Yeah.
Like Midmo.
Yes.
If you guys, I know most of you who are following me are now following each other. So,
Yeah.
But this, I'm shouting you guys out so that the people who are watching this later will go check you guys out.
Absolutely.
So as you guys pop in and I notice, I'm going to stop what I'm doing and shout you guys out, because you guys are important to me, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to shout out Midmo first, because Midmo makes really great painted lures. And I'm going to tell you a secret. Don't tell anybody. Sometimes Midmo's lures make me want to go back to fishing lures. But don't tell anybody I admitted that.
Jody.
Once in a while, because Midmo makes some fantastic.
He
we were watching him during dinner tonight, me and the Mrs. Superfly.
No, lunchtime.
Sorry, lunchtime. We were watching him at lunchtime.
Amazing.
And he was tying some amazing stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, he never fails to impress me. Like, he's always impressing me. So if you haven't checked out Midmo Tackle, go check him out. I believe he's on Facebook. He's on Whatnot. Mo, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know Whatnot, but I think it's Whatnot, Facebook. Obviously, he's on YouTube, Instagram. So yeah, go check out Mo. He's a cool guy. He's fun to hang out with, and he paints like Picasso. So he's just an incredible painter.
Oh, Mo put his thing up. That's cool.
There you go. Mo put his logo up. Click it and go check him out.
Jody.
And
yeah,
yes.
Go ahead, honey.
Yes, honey.
Cool Cat said, "I've got some floatant winging in its way to me from AliExpress. I'm hoping it's gonna arrive before the end of the Duffer's Fortnight."
Okay.
Which, as I understand it, is the last couple of weeks in May. in order to catch the mayfly. And then Midmo started cracking up. What
Okay.
does all that mean? Not sure.
Floatant, floatant winging. So
Okay.
I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Cool Cat. I think floatant is like what you put on. It's like either a powder or a liquid that you put on your flies that
Oh.
allows them to float.
Okay.
Otherwise,
you
you
guys
could
talked
do it
about
with
that before.
yeah. So
Okay.
otherwise, you can do it with foam. Obviously, foam. Anything foamy will make them float. Uh, if you make tight hackles, it'll make a fly float.
Okay.
So like there's ways to make a fly float, but it's certain flies you can add a floatant to it and it'll float.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure that's what he's talking about.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Thank
Oh,
you.
some people call it dressing.
Dressing, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
you guys probably know this or don't know this about me from watching me. I have never put floatant on a fly. Like
No.
I make if I want a fly to float, I'll get some floaty materials in there, like a foam or a cork or something floaty. But I've never used floating to make a fly float. So, but you know what? If you have it and you have flies like that, definitely use it. And a lot of guys do use it for certain patterns and stuff. So it's not a bad thing. I just personally have never used it. So I'm a little different than a lot of guys. So if you notice my ways of fly tying or fly fishing, I'm a bit different than most guys. I kind of MacGyver a lot of things, and I didn't have the internet growing up. So like I started this 35 years ago. There was no Google then. Like I'm older than Google. I'm 48 now, guys. So like for 35 years since high school, I've been tying flies and stuff. I didn't read any books. I didn't. All I knew was the vise because I was introduced to it by a teacher, and the bare minimum of tools, which is your bobbin and some scissors. Solo, I told you if you call him, he's going to be here. Solo, solo, solo. I like turkey and dressing. Uh, does that count? Yes, Solo, it counts. I love turkey dressing too and stuffing. Solo. Anyways, so I don't know how I got all off track. I'm going to I'm going to show it. I wanted to say something about Ferg. If you guys, again, I know a lot of you in here know each other, so the people outside of the chat who are watching, this is for their benefit. If you guys have not checked out Ferg, fishing with Ferg, go check out Ferg. Where's his logo? Where did Ferg go?
Uh,
He was way back in the bay. Did he leave?
just give me a second.
I want to make sure I get his logo absolutely right. I mean, I go there every day. There it is. Fishing with Ferg. So yeah, it's that simple. Go check out Ferg. Ferg is incredible.
Fishing with Ferg 6048.
Yeah. Ferg is incredible. He's an incredible fisherman. He is a really cool dude. He's just cool hanging out. He has a second channel.
Is that what solo means? FWP?
FWP.
Oh, fishing with Paul or fun with Papa? I don't know.
I think he means fishing with Papa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, go check out Ferg. He's also got a second channel. I can't think of it offhand. It's a little newer to me. I have visited it, obviously. If somebody knows Ferg's second channel, put it in the chat. Ferg, put it in the chat because go visit it. It's really cool, and yeah, Ferg is just a cool guy to hang out with. He's just awesome. And who else should I shout out? Fishing with Papa. Papa is amazing. If you have not gone to Papa's channel, go check out Papa. Papa is a rock star. He's incredibly awesome dude. He's so fun to hang out with. We have some crazy chats, and he's just a super nice guy. And I love you, Papa. And definitely go hit up Papa. And who else? Cool Cat. Cool Cat's really cool. I've been to Cool Cat's channel. Um, he's got some interesting stuff on his channel. Go check him out. Subscribe to him. Give him a likes and thumbs up and all those wonderful things. Cool Cat's really cool. And yeah. And Solo, you need to do more lives, buddy. Solo's really cool. Go check out Solo. He is my brother. Me and Solo are like kindred spirits. He's a really awesome dude. He was one of him and Bambi were the first two to actually come and check out my channel on my first lives. So I love you both very much. And you guys are incredible for sticking with me. And you guys are like my brothers and sisters, like spiritually and family wise. I think of you as brothers and sisters. So I love you both. And when Solo starts going live, I will definitely be there to support him with his Solo nose shirts. Yeah. And you know who else has been supporting me? Who's been in lately? Kid Noble. Kid Noble's really cool.
Yes. Whitney's here, sweetie.
Whitney's here. Who invited Whitney? Whitney's a troublemaker. We love you, Whitney. Whitney is awesome. Whitney's been supporting me for a little bit now, and you guys are so cool to hang out with. So cool. I don't know if you guys just come to see me tie flies or if you guys see just to talk with me or whatever, because I get talking and I get rambling and then I don't tie flies. So I know it's crazy, but I am gonna tie flies. I'm gonna show you guys one more time and then I'm gonna tie it. We are going to tie this little wiggle bum fly here. I don't.
What it's called?
You know what? I don't have an official name for it. I've got so many. You know what, guys? I don't have a name for every fly that I've tied because
you don't.
I don't because I tie thousands and thousands of flies. So
like puppets?
Yeah, I have puppets with no name. So like I'm a creator and I get so busy creating I don't always. I could just tell you. We can call it the fuzzy bum, the skittle bum, or whatever you want to call it. But that orange fly with the wiggly bum, it works great.
He's going for dinner.
Who's going for dinner?
Papa.
Papa? Are you kidding? He gets to eat. They let him eat. Anyways, Papa, we love you. And thank you for showing in. By the way, guys, Papa is getting into fly fishing. Woohoo! So anytime he wants to, or anybody, if any of you guys are not fly fishermen, and if you ever want more advice or whatever, just reach out to me and we can arrange something either on Zoom or FaceTime or whatever. And I can give you any little tips or tricks you want above and beyond the live stream because I'll be more than happy to do that for you guys. So just let me know, reach out, and I'm here for you guys. I really am. So Papa for sure is getting into fly fishing, and I am gonna help him the best I can to get where he needs to be. It's fun. Like fly fishing is fun. I know you guys know, all my friends in here know that I've explained this before. If you go out on YouTube, you're gonna see a lot of scary fly fishing videos and they're going to scare you off and you're going to be like, I don't want to fly fish because I'm pretty good at it. I'm not going to say I'm a pro, but I'm pretty good at fly fishing. I mean, I've been doing it for 35 years and I catch tons of fish. But I watch some of these guys there and they even scare me away. And I'd be like, why would you ever want to start fly fishing? But I can tell you from all my years of experience that it is definitely not as hard as it seems. And if you can master a few simple things like, flick of the wrist, and there's a couple of different casts, like there's 3 casts, and if you can master them, you can fly fish. And I mean, there's a little more to it than that, but I just realized I didn't explain anything what I just did. I just did it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there's time.
I'm a horrible guy.
No, no.
Well, I'm gonna explain it now because it'll be the exact same thing. So this particular fly here, you need a pair of looping pliers and some Christmas tree ornament wire, and you put it in your looping pliers, you twist around, and you make a little. I'm going to call it a Carter pin because it's pretty much like a little Carter pin. And you need 2 of those. One is the bum, and one attaches the bum to the hook. So you need 2 of those. So that's pretty much what I made, was one of those. And then I attached my thread right below the eye of the Carter pin, which would be a hook if it was a hook. And then I just covered it with line, and that allows everything to grip. What was I going to tell you guys now? If you wanted a second hook, or if you wanted, instead of the hook at the front, you could put the hook in the back. So you could make this a hook, or you attach it onto a hook. I always put the hook in the front because these are such small flies that anything that's going to eat it has to open its mouth and eat it. And they're almost every little fish can eat that. Like it's a very, very small little tiny tidbit. So anything that's going to eat that will just inhale that whole fly. What'd Papa say? Okay, I gotta run. Hollering now. Uh-oh. He's getting hollered at. You better get going. I don't want to get Papa in trouble. Just blame me, Papa. Just say you were hanging out with me. I'll take the rap. I was hanging out with that Superfly again. He's always getting me in trouble. Okay, so I'm going to take a piece of this tinsel that comes in ether baskets. I got a whole bunch of it. And I'm going to take a piece and I'm going to cut it. It only has to be legitimately like the length of this, or maybe I'm going to say double the length of the shank of the Carter pin you're using. And we're going to tie that in and just let that hang there off the back. And then we're going to need some, what color am I doing? I'm going to do a pink one. And I'm going to use gold wire for that. If I can find my gold wire, I cannot. So I need to go into this. This is a bin of wires I've got. So as you guys can see, I've been fly tying a long time because I've got every kind of wire, every kind of feather. What?
Whitney needs to go.
Whitney needs to go?
She might be back if we're still on.
Well, we love you, Whitney. And we understand. Thank you for showing up, and I hope you do get to come back. But I enjoy you guys coming and going and just being here to support me and saying hello and all those fantastic things. You guys are amazing. And even if you just come and say hi to me, like, I appreciate that. So, and life is a crazy busy thing, and sometimes we come and sometimes we go. Anyways, here's the wire I'm going to use, this nice gold wire, and I got tons and tons and tons of it in many different colors. Yes. So I'm just going to attach that Now, whenever you're putting wire into a fly, always be careful not to nick your thread with the wire. So be cautious of where the end is, and you just want to work around that so that you don't nick your thread. Because if you nick your thread, it's going to snap, and your fly is going to unravel, and you're going to be all like frustrated. And here's a little tip, and you'll see me do it often, probably not as often as I could, but every time I tie in a material, I do a half hitch.
Oh, Vintage said, "How are you today, Jody?"
Jared, how are you doing, Jared? Jared is in the house. Okay, so as I was saying, every time I add a material in, I do a two-fingered half hitch, and this allows, if you should happen to snap your thread, it'll only unravel to the last point that you locked it in, which is always a cool thing to do. So keep that in mind. That's a good tip. And by the way, if you haven't been to Jared's channel, Jared is the vintage fly guy. He ties really cool vintage flies. You know, like from the river runs through it and stuff like that. He ties some really cool stuff. And he's like in the process of fixing up some fly rods, and he also does some cool fly fishing on his channel. So if you have not checked out Jared, go check him out. He's a really cool dude. I have become definitely a fan of Jared's, and yeah, and he's just a cool guy to hang out with. So go check him out. And what we're essentially making, Jared, is like these little wiggly bum flies. They're very tiny, just about the length of your fingertip, like your pinky finger. But they're very fishy, and I catch a lot of fish on them. So yeah, and there's kind of two ways to make them. One with the bead eyes, like this guy, or you can make them with the Google eyes, like this one. So I'm going to show you guys both ways, and you guys can make them how you want. Yeah, Jared, I catch a lot of flies, or I catch a lot of fish on this fly. So, uh, what am I doing? I'm looking for my pink dubbin. Why can't I find pink dubbin in my messy desk?
I think I see it here.
Can you see it?
Unless those are feathers.
No, it's.
Yeah,
You know,
those are feathers. Sorry, honey.
You know what? I'm just gonna.
There's a bin there with
No.
pink. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. You know what, guys? I'm going to do it in orange instead because it really doesn't matter. Orange.
Do we know table ties?
Table ties. Hey, what's up, buddy? I know table ties.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely. Table ties. Thought I fell off the map.
Oh.
Fell off the face of the earth because I know where me and him hung out all the time together.
Oh, okay.
And I kind of stopped hanging out there for a reason I don't want to get into.
Okay.
But I can see why it looked like I fell off the face of the planet.
Okay.
But I'm glad that when he found me, I was like, yeah, table ties found me.
Luna Mia, hello, friend.
Hey, Luna. All my friends are coming to say hello to me. And I love you all because you're amazing. Okay, so I tied in the wire. I tied in this metallic thing. And now I'm just gently finger dubbing a noodle onto, this is a noodle. That's what they call a dubbing noodle. And I'm just going a little bit at a time, building up this little bum. And it's always easier to put on little bits at a time when you're dubbing than large bits and then try and take it off. So you can always add more, but it's hard to take it off if you add too much. It's not impossible, but it gets a little messy, and the fibers get really kind of entangled. Luna mia.
You know what that means in Italian? My moon.
My moon, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty. Or the moon is mine.
The Mrs. Superfly is Italian, comes from an Italian background, so
yes.
So she knows the Italian stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got it dubbed to the end, and I'm going to take this little piece of ribbon, the Easter ribbon. That's what I call it. They stuff Easter baskets with it.
Oh, yes.
And I'm going to pull it to the front and tie it down. And then I'm going to take the wire and I'm going to work my way through it in 1 millimeter segments up the we'll call it the shank, but it's not a shank of a hook because there's no hook. It's just the tying base. And then I will wrap it twice at the eye of the tying base, which is just the Christmas tree wire. And then I will fold over that ribbon and I will do three wraps. And then I will take my scissors and I will cut off the excess ribbon like so. And I will take my wire cutters, because this is a bit heavier wire, and then I will snip it even. Now, if you don't have snippers or you don't want to, you can do a technique called helicoptering, where you just twist it until it breaks off. This wire is a little thicker, so it is definitely easier to do with a snipper. So that's why I snip it off. But if you just helicopter it off, you're free to do that. And I can now snip off. Oh, actually, I'm just going to put a couple more wraps just to make sure that's secure, because I don't want that wire to come undone.
Oh, that's where Bambi's name came from, Bambino.
Ah, Bambino.
Oh, so
there
she
you
calls
go.
herself Bambi.
There you go.
Oh, wow, fascinating.
I've always liked the name Bambi. Okay, so I did a couple of half hitches, and I'm going to snip it off. Ba-boom. Okay, now I'm going to, there's two things I'm going to do. Now, if you don't have any UV resin, I do have it. I'm going to apply some now on. If you don't have it, it is not a big deal or the end of the world for this fly. You can just take some clear nail polish and put it on. And what it'll do is it'll just make that ribbon really pop. I'm not sure why it does, but it refracts the light better. And for me, I just want it to be a little more secure. So I'm going to put on a little bit of UV resin. And it's just going to make sure everything is secure. But I'm going to tell you, it really makes little to no difference whether you use this step or not. So
honey,
yes.
The vintage fly guy Jared says he went out for 3 hours this morning with my South Bend number 59 bamboo. Oh, plenty of bites, but hard. To keep them hooked up. Missed them totally. Hooked 9, landed 4.
Hey, that's still a pretty good day.
Cool.
That's a good day, Jared. Okay, so I'm using my UV light to cure that. It'll take about 15 seconds or less. Uh, I'm going to give my UV resin light warning. If you use it on flies, the don't inhale it. Don't be too close to it. It can give off some vapors, which will gather up in your lungs over a period of time. So make sure you have an open door if you can, or in a ventilated area. And don't look directly into the light, boys and girls. It's kind of like a lunar eclipse. Don't stare directly into the sun. Ah, okay.
Just say no to rubber hooks to solo.
No rubber hooks. No rubber hooks. I'm going out on Tuesday, and I hope I don't rubber hook it. I'll be in one of my favorite spots.
It just opened up.
It just opened up. It's a sanctuary up until this the 16th of
yeah.
the 15th or 16th. It's a sanctuary, so it is officially open. And I don't fish on the weekends, especially long weekends. And here in Canada, it's a long weekend. I don't.
Oh.
I love people, but I don't. When I'm fishing,
not back to back.
I don't love to be back to back with people. I don't mind a couple of people, but I when I'm fishing, it's me and God, and yeah.
That's it.
So it's cured now, but I'm just going to do a little bit of nail polish over that because I'm using a gel UV resin, and a gel UV resin has a bit of a tacky feeling. And if you go over with a nail polish like Sally Hansen's or Hard as Nails or whatever, it will solidify that. And I don't know if you guys can see it or not. It does shine a little more. It probably doesn't look as good on the camera as it does in person, but trust me, it's got more sparkle to it once you coat it with those things. Okay, so that's our little Bumby part. And did I not make a... Here it is. Here is the second little Carter pin that I made. So I'm going to apply that in like that. And now you see, oh, there's the father-in-law. So you can see I have this little part sticking out the end. That was where it was held into the vise. I'm going to take my clippers and clip them off. And now you got your little wiggly bum. And now I'm going to take my hook, which is a size... Oh. I think no matter how much space I have, I don't have enough space. It is a size 4 egg hook. I will put that into the vise. Now, one thing about these wiggle bums is because they're on a metal base for the bum, it'll stick onto this magnet, and I'll show you in a second how that's going to go over, and it holds it out of the way. But right below the eye, I'm going to attach my clear nylon thread, like so. And I'm going to go back and forth a few times and put down a nice sturdy base. And I'm going to try and keep up with the chat without the Miss Superfly. And you guys are just talking amongst yourselves, so that's all good. All right. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to, as you can see with the magnet, once it's attracted to the magnet, it holds it in a good way. And you want it to be up and down. And then, as you can see on this one, I made it just a little long, and you want it to be below the eye because you don't want it to rub against the eye of the thread. So I'm going to just cut that couple millimeters of that off. Beautiful. Perfect. And then I'm going to tie it in. And if you see that it's tilted to one side, you can always take a pair of hemostats and just straighten it, because once you get it to its finished tied position, you want it to be up and down. I know what you're thinking, but Superfly, if it moves like that, isn't that bad? It is bad. So this is what prevents it from doing that later. We're going to take some good old crazy glue or Gorilla Glue, whichever you prefer. I keep meaning to get, my mom has some Gorilla Glue, crazy glue style, so I keep meaning to get that from her to give it a try. So one of these days I'm going to actually do that. Jared recommended it to me a couple of weeks ago, actually, and my mom has some of that, and she offered it up to me, and I keep forgetting to bring it home. Okay, so I'm going to cover this, all that thread, with crazy glue, and then I'm going to seal it up. And before it dries solid, I'm going to throw a few more wraps on there. That's going to be in there real solid. If you can see, I'm giving that a good tug now. It is not going to come off of there. And if I can catch a fish stronger than my arm with it, then I'll be happy if it pulls it out, because to be honest, I've never caught a fish that big. All the fish I catch are 15 pounds or under, and generally 6 pounds and under. So I'm not really too worried about that. That's locked in there really, really, really well. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take a little more of our orange dubbin, our wool dubbin. And the reason I like wool dubbin is because the colors you can get with it are so fantastic. You can get bright fluorescence, you can get natural colors, you can get every color you can think of.
So a little ways up, honey, I don't know if you know, but Jared got hooked, buried a hook to the bend in his knuckle, but it was barbless.
Oh,
Thank God it was barbless.
Yeah, that's painful.
He said it happens sometimes.
Yes, it you know what? It absolutely does happen. I have jammed one into my. Actually, speaking of that, I got a hook run across my finger the other day. So yeah, it for sure happens. It's not pleasant. Uh, I'm glad it was barbless for you, Jared, because obviously easy to get it out.
And honey,
Yes.
now Bambi just said her bull just rolled over her poor old bulldog across the yard. She had to leave. She has to leave.
Her bull?
Yeah, I guess the bulldog. Yeah, bulldog. Solo wrote after bulldog.
Her bulldog rolled over her other dog?
Her old bulldog across the yard.
Oh, okay. I thought her bull, like her bull ran over her bulldog.
Oh, does she have like real bulls?
I don't know.
Oh goodness, I don't know either what all that means.
That would be bad if
a hurt.
Yeah, I mean, if a bull rolled over a bulldog, that'd be bad. A bull is a huge.
Okay, so yeah. Oh gosh.
Wow.
All these mishaps today.
Wow. Not good.
No. Is that still the one you're working on, honey?
Yeah,
still working. I like that color.
Yeah.
I forget what you call it, but I like it.
Just call them
It's like an orangey.
I kind of call these.
Like a tangerine.
I call these fuzzy bums.
No, I meant
So
the
this
color.
it's a fluorescent
Yeah.
tangerine
Yeah, I like it.
color.
I always have.
Okay, so I finger dubbed a little more on, and as you can see, I left a little bit on the open on the eye of the hook because we're going to do black in there. And I'm going to let you guys decide who are watching. Do you want to see Google eyes or do you want to see bead eyes? And I'll show you the difference. These are what a bead eye looks like. And these are what a Google eye looks like. So I'll let you guys decide which you want to see. Either way, they're both effective. This is, by the way, a sinking fly, not a floating fly. So this is a subsurface fly. It's going to slowly sink. And then you just kind of twitch it back with little twitches and the bum wiggles. Whoa, what did Solo write?
I'm sorry. I've had a really bad experience with a meat rack hook. I slipped and fell, and the hook went through my arm and caught me from falling. I was hanging by my arm. Thank God it missed everything. Vital.
Dang, Solo.
Oh my gosh.
That's not good, Solo. Ouch. You know what he's talking about, right, Maria?
I think so.
You know, like a butcher's hook, meat hook?
Yeah.
Ah, dang. That sounds super painful. Wow. Not good. Did anybody? The big eyes look good. Like the white and black googly ones? Solo?
Yeah, I said the big eyes look good.
Okay, big eyes it is. All right. So, if we're going to put the big eyes on, we need some black dubbin. I am losing everything today. I did some reorganizing recently, ladies and gents, and where is my black dubbin? What in tarnation is going on here? Solo, did you sneak in here and steal my dubbin? You wouldn't do that to me, would you, Solo? My buddy Solo took my dubbin. Come on now. I've been using it all day. You gotta be in here somewhere. Into the bin I go, the bin of no return. That is not black dubbin. I have some pre-bought dubbins that I got sent to by a friend of mine who lives in Canada. She's a really cool person. She sent me a vise and a whole bunch of tools and a whole bunch of materials and she's a really cool person. Is this black? Come on now. I'm just going to use this. This is not the black dubbin I was looking for. These are not the droids you were looking for. But you know what? In a pinch, it'll work. It's not as much about the color as it is about the technique when I teach you guys. Because the colors are flexible. This is a very metallic. I don't know how I got metallic black, but apparently I have it. And to be honest, I don't even know where I got it from. I've been flying after 35 years. I got materials hidden away that I couldn't even tell you where I got them. I got peacock curl from a teacher back in high school. He used to raise peacocks. And so that was around 35 years ago. And I still got a huge bag of, he brought me a garbage bag full of peacock feathers. So I still got them today. Where is my, are you kidding me? Solo, quit sneaking in here and taking my materials. He hides them on me. I just blame Solo now. This is what you get for bringing my wife flowers. Ferg knows all about that. Where are they? My gosh. I've been using them all day. Like, oh, they're on the floor. Now you got me throwing stuff on the floor. See, so anyways, so my dollar store Google Eyes. We're going to take 2 of those. And before we do the Google Eyes, we're going to do a couple of half-hitch knots right here, right in the middle. So if you notice, I didn't do them at the front. I did them in the middle. And I'm going to take my little brush. I'm just going to brush this black back. This is kind of cool looking black, actually, to be honest. And once you, and after I put it on, I found my black. Right, if it would have been my snake, it would have bit me. All right, so once you comb it back, you can snip off your thread because the rest is glue work. I got the dropsies. I spent 5 hours yesterday sorting my beads and putting them into new containers. And this is how I store my beads, guys. And I've got, so this is just one of 6 or 7 containers I have full of beads. And it took me 5 hours to sort them. I've been collecting beads for years. So I'm going to take a dab of crazy glue. Just a dab. A little dab will do ya. Just going to smear it a little bit around. And then I'm going to put it on one side. I'll turn my fly onto the side so you guys can see that. And I'm just going to hold it in. All right. And then I'm going to flip the fly over. I'm going to take my crazy glue, repeat the process, a little dab will do ya. And I'm going to just put that on there. Hold it in. All right. Once it sticks pretty good. Now I'm going to tell you guys a secret. You can take this fly and fish it exactly like that right now. And for probably the first 100 fish, maybe 200 fish, maybe, you won't lose the eyes off that fly. But after 200 fish, those eyes are going to come off that fly. And if you don't have UV resin, you can still fish this fly on the creek without the eyes. It's going to still catch fish with or without the eyes. But when you come home, you can dry it off and glue on new eyes. But if you have some UV resin, which I do, And I'm going to tell you, for years and years, I didn't have UV resin. But since I do now, I'm going to take some UV resin and I'm just going to tap it on the corner of each of those eyes. I'm not going to even cover the whole eye. Just tap it a little bit on the top. Just enough so that it touches the material. And then I'm going to wipe off my resin bottle. And now I will just tap that with the UV light. Like so. For about 15 seconds. And those eyes will now not really come off. They will, I'm not going to say indefinite. Nothing is indefinite, but they are going to last a heck of a lot longer.
Solo said, Jody, the good thing is if you glue the eye to your finger, you can do some finger puppet shoutouts.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Is that a hint, Solo? Solo wants a finger puppet shout out.
And then Jared said he cut about 1/4 of my pointer finger off with a router running 15K RPM.
Ouch.
It didn't bleed at all for about 5 minutes, but then it did a lot.
Ouch.
Oh my goodness.
You guys have painful accidents.
Yes.
I broke my collarbone once in an accident.
Yes.
In a car accident.
Before you knew me.
Before I knew the Mrs. Superfly. All right. So this, I actually like that actually. That's really fancy. This is a good fly here. I don't know if you guys noticed, my subscriber count went up to 55 now.
You mean 155?
155, yeah. So we're getting closer. I'm still giving somebody a fly box. I'm not sure how that's going to work out when the time comes, but we're going to figure it out one way or another.
Yeah.
But I think last week we tied flies and didn't add any to the box because we get chatting and you guys make me forget stuff. So, but we have flies. I'm going to put this one in the box. So somebody's going to get this box. So this is the patented fly box, Jody's fly boxes. I designed these boxes. And then there's 2 boxes full of flies in there. And my little logo's on the back. And they just slide in like this. And when I reach 1,000 subscribers, somebody is going to win this box. And we'll have to figure a way to get it to you. Like I said, the mail is a bit funky these days, but we got a little bit of a ways to go. Somebody's going to win this box. I'm putting people's names in the draw for the box. As a matter of fact, I haven't done that, I think, in 2 weeks because we get talking and I forget. What did Solo say?
You know, Jared said it grew back, Jody. He has no feeling in it, and there's a scar, but it grew back.
Really?
Yeah, that's what he said.
That's awesome.
I know.
That's the work of God right there.
Wow.
Wow. That is pretty cool.
Wow.
That is awesome. All right. So to get your name in for the Jody's Fly Box, when the logo pops up, I'm going to pop up a logo. Some of you already know. Some of you are already in this draw. But you can have more than one name in there. And I'm going to pop up a logo. If you're the first one after I pop the logo up to say I want a Jody's Fly Box, then I will type it in the messages and I will put your name in the draw. So I'm going to go grab that logo and pop it up, and you guys can do that right. Absolutely, that's not the right one. That is the logo, but I'm going to put it here and I'm going to put it in the small. I forgot to put it in small. So there you go. So the first name is going to get their name in a draw for the Jody Fly box. And when I get that 1,000 subscribers, bada boom, I'm going to do the draw and somebody's going to win it. Solo wants that box bad. Solo's like, I need a Jody's Fly box. He'll get it too. All right, Solo. Solo's name is going in the draw. Solo's name is going in the draw.
Honey, why don't you tie that purple one with the purple you showed me?
Because I have another fly in mind
Okay,
that I want to show.
Fine.
Well, I want to show them a really practical. Oh, by
That's
the
not
way,
practical? That'll catch fish.
no, it is. But so you guys saw me tie this.
Yes.
So you guys saw me tie the crayfish, right?
Yes.
But I still thought it was a bit big. I mean, it's not super big. It's not a super big crayfish. It's comparatively, it's like that. But I wanted to go smaller than that, so I tied an even smaller one, an even more baby crayfish, and it's got the same features as the big one. So I was on a bit of a mission to tie a little smaller crayfish. So I did that. I don't know if I could get it much smaller and still have the same functionality. But when a crayfish is born, right, they're really, really tiny. And I'm not sure at what stage the bass and rock bass and stuff start eating them, and trout, but I'm sure they eat them when they're really tiny up till when they get pretty big. So anyways, that was my little mission. Yes, Miss Superfly?
We will. Solo said if anyone else enters, put their name in instead of mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will. Won't we?
Absolutely. I can just add them too, Solo, We'll put it up again. Next person to put name in, as soon as you see this logo, you put your name in, bada boom, bada bing. The first name we see. Any takers? I'm going to leave it up till we get a taker.
Yeah.
We want everybody to have a chance. I want you all to have a fair chance. I really appreciate that you guys follow me, and I really want to give one of you.
Oh, building bee boxes.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow, cool.
I'm gonna throw Jared's name in. Jared's now. He's gonna be in for the draw.
In for the draw.
Okay, Jared is in the draw now. All right, super duper. And you know what? Actually, I'm pretty busy this week, so I'm not going to do that. I was gonna do a puppet shout out, but I got a really busy week coming up, and I think I'll just not do that this week. But one of these days, I'm going to do a cool puppet shout out again, and somebody's going to win another puppet shout out. Some of you guys already have them, so. Anyways, so I'm gonna tie this now.
Oh, okay.
This little
They can't see through.
I forgot to move my camera down. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys this. This is like a scud, kind of like a scud.
Yeah.
So any of you guys who know what scuds are, they're those little freshwater shrimp-like critters, like an isopod, and this is a foam back scud, and it's a sinker. It's not a fast sinker. It's kind of it's going to sink a little bit slower than a full-on scud pattern, but it's going to be a really effective pattern for both trout and all those little panfishes. So I'm going to show you this guy. He's really, really cool. Again, you can swap out the colors. You can tie in any of those colors. You can make them orange, you can make them pink, and the colors really do help. Like the anything with orange, pink, and red, you can almost guarantee you're going to catch fish. And I found white, like white is a really attractive color to the fish. But I mean, you can make them chartreuse. And you know what, guys? You can experiment. Like whatever color foams and stuff, and you can mix up the colors. You know, you can do browns, reds, yellows, tan colors, all those different kind of colors, right? So just experiment it up and play around with it. We have 14 hives at home, but these ones will be for the local 4 kids camp. That's awesome. We need more bees, Jared. Here in Canada for sure. We definitely need more bees. And you know what? Every time in the spring when the dandelions come up, they cut them down, and I'm like, the bees need those. That's one of the first flowering plants that the bees need to carry on, right?
Every time I watch the one you made for me, totally makes my day, brother. Thank you so much. Solo.
Ah, Solo, it was my pleasure, brother. You're Solo, I just love you, man. I really do. God bless you, Solo, and all my friends on here. You guys are awesome. What was I doing? Okay, so I need some little gray marabou or feather. If you don't have marabou in gray, you can buy. If you go to like a party store or party supply store, a lot of them have these feather boas. You know the ones the ladies wear when they go to parties, and you know. So I buy like feather boas, and as you can see, they come with lots and lots of amazing feathers in all kinds of different lengths and sizes. And so when I tie stuff, I tie a lot of flies. So whenever I get these colors, and the good thing about the feather boas is they come in colors you might not find at a fishing store or at a you'll get some really cool colors like oranges, pinks, greens, really fluorescent greens. So if you keep your eye open, you can get some really cool feathers, and they go a long way. So I tied my thread on and right below the eye, and then I'm going to measure this up. Now I picked a really long bit, but I only want it to stick out the end just a little bit to represent the scud's little legs. You don't want it to be overly long. And then I'm going to tie that on like so. And this little bit at the front, I'm going to hold it up and snip it flush because we don't need that. This is a really good fly. This is a really cool one. And I need my gray foam, and I'm going to cut a strip, and I already have this pre-measured because I made some before. Now, you're going to measure this based on your hook. So you want this to be pretty much a millimeter past the bend of your hook.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, Big Toe Paul is in. We're going to just call him Big Toe Paul from now on. What's up, Paul? My brother Paul is in the house. I'm sorry, Paul. I'm not tying the mouse. I'm tying the scud instead.
Solo said, let me delete that message before Jody sees it because he doesn't want you to sing.
Too late. Sorry, Solo. Too late. As soon as Paul gets in, boom. Paul's in the house. Paul. Anyways. What's up, Paul? What's going on? Did you get out gar fishing today? What am I doing? lost my track of. Look what you did, Paul. You made me lose my train of thought. I'm tying up this little scuddy scud, Paul. But you made me forget how to tie it. I need to put wire on it now. Some gold wire. I'm tying flies with the gold wire. My buddy Paul's fishing on fire. Yeah. In case you didn't know, me and Paul are going on tour.
Okay.
Solo bought all the tickets.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he's going to be scalping tickets to our first concert. Solo's like, no, be quiet. I did no such thing. Okay, so as you can see, I tied in our gold body ribbing, and I got our gray hackle out the side. And as I was saying with the foam, I cannot tell you how long it is, but I can tell you how big the hook is. I can do that. We are using a size. Bada bada boom boom. That's not gonna work. Let me just measure it. A size 10. Size 10 straight hook is what I'm using on this fly. So you want to cut your foam so just below where the eyes would be, and you want it to be about a millimeter off the back of your hook. And then, bada boom, I'm going to look for my...
Paul said Ferg can play the bass while we sing.
Ferg's playing the bass. Dun, 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 dun. Blink, 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 blink. Ferg's playing the bass. Solo, you're playing the drums. Are you playing the drums, Solo? All right, so I cut that little piece into a point. That's going to be the end of our fly. And then the top, where the head goes, I'm just going to cut it round.
Ferg said he's finding himself singing unnecessarily during lives now. It's contagious.
It is contagious. It is.
And Mo said he'll play the triangle.
Mo's going to play the triangle. Ding, 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 ding. What message did I miss?
And Jody, they're going.
Oh, they're going fast now. Look at them go.
More cowbell.
They're rocking the chat now.
Solo said he'll be your manager.
Solo's the manager. Okay, Paul.
Your conference and out in the boonies.
Out in the booty. I'm only in Canada, Solo. I'm not in the middle of nowhere. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm time flies and I'm singing about Paul's toes. I'm going to go fish on Tuesday with one of those. Hey, toe jams. That's going to be our first album, Paul. Toe jams.
That's cool.
We're going to do the toe jams. Yeah. Anyways, so we have our little foam back cut out. It pretty much looks like a little bullet, like that. But I'm going to put that off to the side. I'm going to grab a small piece of broom bristle, black broom bristle, a thick one. And I'm going to get some black beads for the eyes, which are somewhere in here. Here we go. In this beautiful case here with all my 10,000 beads, which you guys all know I had fun throwing on the floor yesterday and cleaning up for 5 hours, sorting them all into these little jars. I was keeping them in these little round containers, but they kept opening up and they kept spilling. So I moved them into these bigger containers, and which I need this one actually. And now it's very helpful And hopefully I don't spill any more on the floor. Even though I usually do. I'm spilling my beads on the floor. I don't want to sort them anymore. So I pour some into my lid like this. And I put that gently on the table so I don't spill any. And I look for, so anybody who's tied flies with beads, you'll know that they're not exactly the same size. They're kind of different sizes. So I'm looking for two that are similar in size. Are you laughing, Miss Superfly?
Yeah.
You guys always make my wife laugh.
Well, because Ferg said, you say that solo. You say that solo, but I lived out in the middle of nowhere, and the band I was in jammed outside in my yard, and a neighbor came running over to tell us to stop playing so loud.
What?
So then Paul laughs at that, and then Ferg says, I was like, seriously? Are we making the cows mad or something?
The cows were upsetting the bulls. Ooh, let the dogs out. Woo. That's great. People are nuts.
Yeah.
People are nuts. Anyways, so what I've done here, while you guys are
goodness.
chatting it up,
Vintage wants you to show his wife your bunion bug. Good luck trying to get that.
oh,
Look at the mess you're in.
Jared, dang it, Jared.
Give him a second, Jared.
Jared, you're gonna have to give me a minute on that one.
1 second.
I am
Surrounded by mess.
yeah, I'm don't worry, I will.
Yeah.
I will. I'll announce it loudly when I do.
Okay.
Anyways, so I got these two beads on this broom bristle, and I put this my hemostats in the center, and you only want 2 millimeters off the end of each bead. So this end is a little long, so I'm just going to trim that, which normally makes the bead fly across the room. Thank goodness it did not. And I'm going to take my torchy torch, my fire of fires, and this is going to look a little 3D for you guys. Ooh. I'm going to tap that with the torch, and then I'm going to smush it down on my
Don't
vise.
step on your beads, Jody.
Solo, right?
Yeah. When you go look for the bunion bug.
Solo, you're trouble.
And Jared said, no problem when you have time.
I will, Solo.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
Jared. Okay. And if you've at all messed it up, you can just tap it lightly with the thing again and then smush it down. And you want it to be fairly smooth on each end of the eyes. And then you can put your flaming torch down. You can take them out of your hemostats. You guys crack my wife up.
Jared said, my wife doesn't even like fly tying, but she's enjoying the show and the commentary as well.
Thank you, Mrs. Jared. I mean, Mrs. Vintage.
Yeah.
You guys got the Mrs. Superfly laughing. It's always good. She needs a good laugh.
Yeah.
She needs a good laughy laugh. Okay, so I tied these just below the eyes. You want to make sure you leave space for the eye of your hook, right? Because you got to tie your line through there when you're fishing. Okay. So we're looking spectacular now. So the next thing I need is some gray wool dubbing.
Honey, does this fly go in the water or on top?
This is a submersed fly. So
Okay.
now it's gonna sink at a little bit of a fluttering, like a slow fluttering pace.
Okay.
It's not gonna like sink directly down in the water.
Okay.
Once the wool and everything gets wet,
Yeah.
it's gonna once it absorbs water, it's gonna start sinking
Yeah.
a little bit faster, but
And
it's
then-
still gonna be light. And these little glass eyes,
Yeah.
they're not heavy like the metal bead chain eyes.
Yes.
They're about the same size, but they're a bit lighter.
Yes.
So they still cause the fly to sink, but they have a little bit of a nice flutter,
Mm.
and that really drives the fish crazy.
Okay.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna just do a finger dubbing, and if you need the fly to go down, and you're trout fishing or whatever, you can always add a little tiny BB shot onto your fly, and that'll help it out. So I'm gonna just finger dub this gray dubbing on. I'm gonna get this fly done, and then I'll start doing getting the bunion bug and taking crowd requests at that point.
Okay.
I need just a little more. And if you wanted to on this fly, actually, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Jared for sure will know this already. So you see, on this one, I did not do it, but I'm going to add on this one a little orange hotspot, which would represent either the heart or like an egg sac on this little guy. And you can pretty much do it in like pink or red or orange or even green, because a lot of the times their eggs are actually green. But I'm going to do a little touch of orange in there just to set it off a little bit. So right here is where I would put that, just below the eyes there. And then what I want to do is just take my last little bit of gray that I had put aside. I'm just going to go in front of that. Are you laughing again?
Yeah, Solo and Paul are funny.
Solo and Paul are singing?
They're funny.
They're funny? Solo and Paul are funny?
Yeah. Paul says, Solo, I have arthritis in my thumb, so I can't swipe.
You can't swipe?
Solo's like, use your toe.
Use your toe.
Just starts cracking up. And Paul goes, yeah, the quick toe swipe.
The quick toe swipe, eh? Oh my gosh. Yeah, so I'm gonna just comb this out just a little bit before I put the backing on, because you want a little bit of a fuzziness to this fly so that it looks like it has little legs. Okay, now I'm going to take our foam, and I'm going to put the pointy end to the back, the rounded edge to the front, just laying on top of those eyes. And then I'm going to tie two wraps with my thread, and I'm going to have to unwrap it later, and I'll explain this to you guys after why I do that. It's just to hold it into position, and I'm going to go through the wool, and I'm going to start putting in my body ribbing, the gold wire. I'm tying in my gold wire because this fishing lure is on fire. It's a fly. So I'm going to back that off now so I can lift that up. And I'm going to just tie that one there, and I'm going to sneak that one underneath like so. I'm going to wrap my thread 3 or 4 times around the wire so that when I pull it over and down, it's going to lock that into place. And then what I can do is take my little cutters and cut it. Depending on the thickness of your wire, you can just helicopter that if you like. I like to snip it with the wires. It makes it kind of a nice, clean little thing there. I'll just put a couple of wraps with thread. I'll tie it off with my half-hitch knots, like so. I usually do about 5 half-hitch knots. It just makes sure everything's locked in. And some guys put a dab of crazy glue or head cement or, whatever, UV resin or whatever. I never do that. I don't even bother with that. I tie so many flies, they don't usually fall apart. That's not to say you can't. Like, you'll see me sometimes, if I add crazy glue to a thing or head cement or something, it's because I fished them so long that I can tell you which flies need it and which flies don't. And that's just kind of a practice. I'm going to tell you, majority don't, but there's some that do. There's and some flies like this little fly here. He's going to get. He's going to make a 300 fish day for me. I could take that fly right there, fish him all day long, and he's just going to get pounded on and pounded on and pounded on. And the next trip out, he might get pounded on again. So see how when I combed out the little wool, it made the little leggies? Looks like little leggies on the bottom. And I just want to darken the top of that shell, not the whole shell. So I'm just putting a small strip of gray right the middle, but I want it to blend down so that it gives it contrast. And then for this fly, I'm just going to take some clear nail polish. And
Jared said he doesn't use any head cement. I've never had one fall apart. 2, 3 turn wick finishes and let her rip.
Absolutely. See, Jared knows what I'm talking about. But I mean, if you use head cement, it's not going to hurt it. Or if you use like any of those, glues
Jody,
or.
when you catch those big numbers of fish, are they in a river or where you made your video?
Okay, so that last video you saw last week is not where I catch usually those
No,
big numbers
no.
of fish.
It's where we're going to next week because it just opened.
Okay, okay. I gotta get serious with you guys now. Just we gotta talk about this, guys. Okay, so here where I am in Ontario, uh, there are a couple of bodies of water. We have Rice Lake. We have.
But not near us.
They're not super close to
They're
us.
all like
So
over an hour away. Over an hour
right.
away.
So like the closest lake to me
Yeah.
is Lake Scugog, and it is a very tiny sort
Yes.
of man-made-ish lake, sort of. Uh, it's really a very shallow sort of. Anyways, that lake used to, and I'm talking back in high school, so you guys all know I'm 48 now, so like 35 years ago, it used to have huge perch, huge walleyes, big bass, giant muskies. Yeah, it used to be an incredibly great place to fish. The problem with that lake is it is so close to Toronto and all the surrounding areas. It is the quickest body of water for people to go to
Right.
if you just want to go after work and catch fish. So it has been so overfished
Yes.
that like if you saw the size perch I was catching, like literally like the size of my finger. That's a big perch for there now. So like they used to be like big perch, 13 inches, but they're so everybody eats everything out of those waters, every last fish. So the fishing there has really gone down. Walleye or pickerel, they've you can't even fish them in that lake now. They've closed it off. There's a sign indefinitely closed because you won't even accidentally catch one. They've been so overfished. So there's that. And then the sunfish. We used to catch bluegills and sunfish like this, like they giants. Now they're you guys seen like if you get one that like half the size of my hand is a big sunfish there. So that place is kind of like, but it is quick, it's easy, and I can catch. I don't necessarily have 300 fish days there, but I'll catch 100 fish or 150 fish there in an afternoon. They won't be giants, but they still will be fish, and I let them all go. So because I'm catch and release guy wherever I fish. So there's that. Now, this place I'm going on Tuesday, which is my favorite place, it's a fish sanctuary until the 16th of May. But there is everything in there. Now, pickerel or walleye will still be closed until I think they might open up this week. On the May 24th weekend, they open up. And then here in Ontario, bass, like largemouth, smallmouth bass, they open up the third weekend in June. And then everything is open then after that. So, that being said, this place I'm going is a fish sanctuary until yesterday. So now, when I go on Tuesday, it'll be open. So, and there are really big bluegills in there. There's really big rock bass in there. There's really big perch in there. There's pickerel in there. There's everything. And I go float tubing or on my pontoon and I will fish in there. And you guys will see me catching actually decent fish.
And Paul says, do I need to rub icy hot on your shoulders after you catch 300 fish?
No, Paul. No. I can. Listen, Paul. Listen, I get lots of practice. I being a puppeteer and a fly fisherman and a fly tyer. Listen, this arm, I got my right arm is Popeye. I got like Popeye the Sailor arm now, bud. This one, not as much. This one, absolutely. Just I can fish all day, no worries. Now, musky fishing, that's a little different. Those fish, you're casting a huge lure or a huge fly. I don't do that so often because that's, you're casting and casting and casting, and the rod is bigger, the gear is bigger, the fly is bigger. So it's just, so in that case, it'll make you have a sore day, but all these little panfish, I could fish for days with panfish and not tire out. So, but anyways, so that's why. And then the other bodies of water around us, like we have some creeks around us. Yeah. We have trout and salmon creeks, like in every little town, which are like less than 15 minutes apart.
Yeah.
So like there's Duffins Creek, Bowmanville Creek, Oshawa Creek, and then there's a bunch of little tributaries. So there's lots of little creek fishing for trout and stuff. But then there's Rice Lake, which is 45 minutes to an hour away. There's Simcoe, which is 2 hours away. There's a bunch of 2 hour away locations. So there are other places to fish. Campbellford's a 2 hour drive. Beautiful place. I'll be gar fishing. That's where I can catch all my gar pike in Campbellford. So that's a kind of a bit of a plan this year to catch my first gar pike on a fly. And I've made some flies specifically for that, but I'm not going to talk about them right now because they're buried. I will talk about that another day. By the way, I don't know if you guys have checked my community tab. I posted up my fish catches, and all the fish catches that I do this year, I will be putting them down, not by species. So I won't be going, I caught 12 bass or I caught 19 perch, or I won't be doing that. But every time I catch a fish, and mind you, they're not all giant fish. Some of them are going to be little panfishies. So, because I love to panfish. But every fish in my eyes counts. So I have one of these counters around my neck. I wear it around my neck, and every time I catch a fish, click, 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 click. And the Miss Superfly has one around her neck to double check to make sure I'm not doing any extra fancy clicking. So yeah, I keep an accurate count of my fish caught in a year. So when you see what I catch, you guys can judge for yourselves. And hopefully this year is good. Everybody I know is having a bit slower fishing due to the environment. So, and that seems to be globally. So I hope everybody starts getting better fishing conditions now, because it's harsh. But I mean, we've been having a lot of torrential rains where there's never been rain, and cold, and tornadoes where there's never been tornadoes. So like, you never know, right? But I'm going to show you that one more time, that little scud. And then I'm going to, after I show you the scud and one other fly, then I'm going to take out the bunion bug. for my good buddy Jared. So this is him, the Scuddy Scud. So again, you could do with or without the little hotspot. Let's see if I can get them both. It's hard to get them on camera. Yeah, so hotspot, no hotspot. I fish with both. Both are fantastic. I'm going to put this little hotspot guy into the box of the flies, and you guys, somebody is going to get this. Somebody is going to get this when I reach 1,000 subscribers. It's getting kind of full. The box of the flies. Okay. And I just want to show you one more really killer fly. If you guys are bass, if you guys like smallmouth and largemouth bass, this is a feather game changer wrap, I'm gonna call it, with the plastic lip. This fly swims like a little rapala in the water, and something about this combo is a bass slayer. They love this color, they love the action, and I have caught so many bass on this fly. So one day, if you guys want, I'll show you how to make that. Let me know. Let me know. Now, I'm going to take a request from Jared and show the bunion bug. Let me get it. Oh. I don't think this one is with cork. This is kind of my version of the bunion bug. This one is not on cork. I made this one out of foam, but I did it in the colors.
Take your time, because you might need to go get her.
Yeah. So I really love that movie. The river runs through it. I've always been a huge fan of that. And I'll hold it up again when he comes. So I made this one. And when I see Jared, I'm going to leave it down. So when I show Jared, or when Jared comes back, I'll show him again.
Okay. Jared said that streamer is awesome. How does it cast with plastic lip?
It casts really nice, Jared.
And Paul said, do the flies sink or on top of them?
Okay, so this one, Paul, that we just tied is a sinker. It's like a slow fluttering sink. So like it starts off on the top and it just kind of very gently slows down. And then you just, when it gets to the level where the fish start biting, you just start twitching it. And it's very twitchy. So there's that one. And a similar action to this one, which we tied up earlier. So this one does pretty much the same thing. And this one here, the streamer, this one, it'll float with the tail sinking into the water. It'll float up like this, but when you start retrieving it, because of the lip, it actually starts going subsurface, because the lip pulls it under the subsurface, and it has a very wiggly action. So this one fishes about, I don't know, this far. I'm going to say about this far under the water. and the more you pull it, the deeper it kind of goes. But I like to like retrieve it till it's about that low below the water, and then let it float up a little bit, and then start retrieving it again. But I've had it down probably about a foot or two below the surface. So this is a good one, and it casts surprisingly these long streamers with the lips, the game changers, they cast pretty decently. So there's that. Um, what did Jared say?
They did see it. It's awesome. Thank you.
Awesome. And then I tied some crazy stuff. You guys have seen my grasshoppers. This is a giant grasshopper. Can you imagine catching a bass on this one, guys? Or a big trout?
Oh goodness gracious.
Look at this one.
That is gross.
This is long as my forearm.
Gross.
Look at that.
Gross.
This is for you, Paul. This is or Solo. Solo's in Texas. They make everything bigger in Texas, right? Solo needs one of these to catch bass in Texas. I thought it would be hilarious to actually tie this on one day and fish with it. Yeah. A couple of years back, I did a big fly challenge to see who wanted to tie big flies, just to see what they'd come up with, and this was my entry. So yabba dabba, guys. Let's. What time is it? It's 8:46. So, you guys got any requests? Is there anything any of you want to see, or you guys want to see crazy flies, or you guys want to? Whatever you guys want to do, I can tie more flies. I can sing some more songs with my brother Paul. Solo put his earplugs in so he didn't have to hear them at all. Hey, R2Gs. What's up, R2G? By the way, I don't think I shouted out Paul's channel today yet. So, and then I'm going to shout out R2G's channel, but I'll do Paul first. First come, first serve. Paul is hilarious. Paul Outdoors TV. If you have not checked out Paul's channel, check him out, especially if he's live. When he is live, he is hilarious. We have so many fun times there. A lot of my crew is in there with Paul, and we always have a good laugh, and we love you, Paul. And life is just no fun without you, Paul. Honestly, you're an amazing guy. You're a brother of mine, and I just, whenever I catch you on live, I stop what I'm doing and come in there, because you know what, brother, you just brighten my day, man. Every time. If I need a good laugh, if I need some cheering up, if the world is dragging me down, you always lift me up and make me feel better. So I love you, brother, and thank you for the support, and thank you for being a brother of mine, for sure. And R2G released 2 Degrees. Now there's a cool channel. R2G, he's a brother of mine as well. He is a cool dude, and he does a lot of different things. He ties some jigs. He makes plastics, like plastic baits and stuff. I just love R2G's channel, and he goes out fishing, and he is just an amazing dude. And he sells his plastics. So if you need any plastics, you go check him out, because he makes some really cool plastics. And he's just and if you don't need any plastics, he's just a fun guy to hang out with. So go show him some love. Go show his channel some support. Um, and all you guys who are in here. So if you anybody I shout out, I've been to their channel. They're amazing people. I gotta say thank you guys for hanging out with me for these last 5 or 6 weeks. My you guys are amazing. You've helped me out. My subscriber count is obviously going up and up and up. So I just appreciate the support, and I just love hanging out with you guys. You're all brothers and sisters of mine, and I can't say anything higher praises for you guys because you guys are amazing, and I just love you guys so much. So you guys are awesome. What did Solo say? I only sub to people who sub to me. Just kidding. I have no problem subbing to people. I pretty much will sub to you, unless your channel is so far out of whack for me. So I am a Christian. I'm a follower of Christ, of Jesus Christ, and I'm not ashamed of it. And I can go to channels if you are a little silly or whatever. But if you're cursing and drinking heavily or doing heavy drugs or whatever crazy things you guys, if it's really crazy, or there are some crazy channels out there, and unfortunately I can't support you if you have a channel like that. I can't put my name behind that because unfortunately that's just not behavior that is appropriate in my eyes. And I mean, if you curse once in a blue moon, I'm not going to not subscribe to you for that. But if you're cursing like every other word, like a truck driver, and you're just going at it, unfortunately, I just can't be a part of that. So I do apologize to those who may be supporting me, whose channel is like that. I still appreciate the support, and if you choose to support me, I definitely thank you for that. If you have to unsubscribe me because of that, I understand. No hard feelings, and I get it. So, but obviously, I'm going to keep going, and hopefully. Oh, and by the way, I have a new channel, Gathering of God's Children. If you haven't checked it out yet, please do. Once I get to 50 subscribers, I'm going to start going live, and that channel is legitimately a faith channel. It is full on faith. So it is. If you're not about faith, then that's up to you to come or not come. But for those of you who need a little bit of a pick me up from the world, and my brothers and sisters in Christ know what I'm talking about. We'll be doing some Bible readings, some Bible study together. We'll be praising and singing and worshiping. And if you just need a little more faith or a little pick me up from the world, if you need prayer, we're going to pray for you. If you want to tell, we're going to talk about testimonies, give our testimonies. We're going to pray it up, share it up, sing it up, and all the saints are going to go marching in on that channel. So if you need a little bit more of that, go check out that channel. I only started it like literally the beginning of this week, so I think I got 6 subscribers. So I need like 45 more, or 44 more or something. So if you guys can, those who are interested, go subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. And let's just praise God and lift him up. But I want to show R2G these little guys. They are very, very tiny rubbers. I've got them from a tackle shop. They are a company called Euro Tackle. They are a stonefly pattern. You can fish these on a fly rod. So I know I'm a fly fishing and fly tying channel. So sometimes there's a little bit of crossover. So if you don't know, you can fish worms on a fly rod, or you can fish rubbers on a fly rod. or plastics. I took one of these. They also have these little tiny guys. These are another a little tiny uh, version of that, but just like a paddle tail. I don't know how popular they are, R2G, but I know for me as a fly tire, if I'm going to fish a rubber on a fly rod, this would be something that I would be interested in, something small like that, or like a gulp maggot. Um, I fish sometimes with. Yes, sweetheart.
Did you mention something about another channel? Because Luna Mia is asking.
Okay, I'll tell her in a second.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So what? This is another small rubber that you can use on a fly rod, a gulp maggot. Just one little piece of that. They come in like a little sausage link. So these are kind of like the rubbers, as close to as me using a rubber as you're going to get. Yeah, just hang on. I'm gonna. So, Luna Mia, my other channel is Gathering of God's Children. I'm gonna put the link. Did Solo put it for me?
Oh, maybe it's Solo's. Did she want Solo's or yours? Shared the link.
Child of God. That's my yeah. So if you go to that link, if you put that link in the actually, you know what? How come Luna Mia is not? I'm going to blue Luna Mia up. Add as moderator. Standard moderator, Steve.
Excuse me.
There you go. So Luna Mia, if you go to that link, it'll that Solo put up, it'll take you to my other channel, and my handle on there is Child of God 1234, and yeah. So if you need a little more of the word, we're gonna get it on. I'm gonna start posting videos on there as soon as I can, and I've got the first video I put in there the other day. Just kind of a welcome to the channel, a little bit of an explanation of what the channel is about, and yeah. So if you guys come there, I will greatly appreciate it. And you know what? We can lift God up and just give Him the glory, and just be together and stay strong as the brothers and sisters in Christ. Awesome, Ferg. You're awesome. You guys are all awesome. I love you guys so much. Did I miss any R2 comments? Anyways, I just wanted to show R2G. These are the rubbers that I can fish with, and I've taken some of these and put them on a hook, and then turn them into a fly by adding a little bit of a sinking eye, like a bead chain eye, with a little bit of black foam on there, and I've made sort of like a rubber fly sort of cross. So there's those. My stink bait. These gulps though, these rubber gulps, man, do they have a stink. The little power maggots. Do you guys have any other requests? Do you guys any other bugs you want to see or things you want to see? Minnow patterns. I made this crazy little rattle fly with a little rattle in there. I had these little clear tubes, and I put a ball bearing in there, and then I melted the end off and put a little connector piece on either end, and then I glued it back to a UV resin inside so it'll be watertight, and then crazy glued it together. So then I have this little rattle, and then I put some foam around it, I made sort of like a little rattling, floaty fly. I'm assuming this will be good for bass. Yeah, if you subscribe to anybody's channel, put the bell icon on there to all, and that will it should in theory allow you to know when they go live. Unfortunately, YouTube's been a little crazy with that lately and not telling people who have subscribed and hit the all button. So I don't know what's going on with YouTube. YouTube's kind of like a crazy environment now, and they're trying to get rid of like all AI or most AI stuff. Like they have an AIs running their thing, and they're trying to get rid of AI slop and AI stuff. So I don't know how that's going to work. My dad, he has a channel where he my dad loves to write music, and but he can't find anybody to sing his music for him, and he doesn't consider himself a good singer. Uh, so like he likes to play the guitar and stuff, but he uses a program where he types in the lyrics and it produces a song for him, but not in his voice, obviously. So I kind of told my dad, I'm like, I don't know how long they're gonna let that channel stay up, and then I do graphics for his videos because my dad doesn't really care. He just wants the lyrics and his songs heard. He doesn't really care about the graphics and stuff. So I do some digital graphics for him and stuff. But I kind of told him I don't know how long that's gonna YouTube's gonna let that to go by, but for now I'm just gonna do what I can for them, and hopefully they will let it go for them. But what's going on in chat?
They're just talking amongst each other.
They're just talking amongst themselves. Well, that's what the chats are for, right? That's what everybody. That's what chats are good for. Yes, yes, yes. So it is 9 o'clock. So yes, we should be able to see new subscribers. Yeah, I wish I was talented. I couldn't write a song, but love. Yeah. Yes, yes. I've written some songs. I'm again. I can sing a little bit, but I'm not a musician. So my problem is I can write a song and I can sing a song, but I can't play any instruments. So so for me, my music without instrumental backup is sketchy. So yeah, and I tried to find people who want to sit down and figure it out, but it is what it is. It is what it is, boys and girls. Um, what else can I show you guys? What else can I show you guys? I show you guys a lot of stuff. I tied up some boobies, some booby flies. These are really cool. I'm hoping that catch some good fish with these. I have caught fish on boobies before, but I never tried this specific ones out. But I'm assuming I have caught fish in those colors, so I'm assuming they'll come up and take that.
Luna's gotta go. She's gotta get the kids ready for the party.
Alrighty. Luna Mia, thank you so much for coming in. We love you. We appreciate you. You're always, always, always welcome here. And we will catch you.
And Jared's going live after you, so the last.
Jared's
He
going.
said if anyone wants to, he's going live.
Well, I'm probably going to go join Jared after. Okay. So if Jared, if you go live, I will be popping in to hang out with you, my friend. I can't wait to fish this one. This particular fly. I know this color is super, super hot. This is a game changer booby. Yeah. And they're not very big. They're only like about the length of my pinky finger. I can't wait to fish with this. I have much bigger flies like this, but these little ones are just gonna slay them. I know it. Jared said, "Cool, cool, cool." Absolutely. So you guys know when I'm not doing my lives, I love to join you guys on your lives. So, all right. Well, if you guys have no further requests for me, then I'm going to wrap it up, clean up for a few minutes, and then if Jared is going to set up, I am going to go join Jared. And if any of you guys are going over there, solo or anybody else, then I will catch you guys over there, and I will chat it up in the chats. All right, guys. I love you. All of you who watched tonight, love you guys so much. Anybody who's going to watch later, I've been getting about, 75, 63, and anywhere between their views on all my lives. So muchly appreciated for those who haven't been joining in the chats, but have been watching me before or after. You guys are all awesome. Thank you guys for showing up. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, Paul, for showing up. Solo, Bambi, Jared, Luna Mia.
R2G.
R2G.
Bambi.
Who else I miss? Ferg.
Ferg.
Who else I missed? There's other
Cool
people.
Cat was
Cool
there.
Cat was here. Yeah.
Say Paul.
Paul. There's another guy.
Uh,
Another younger guy came in. I can't for some reason I can't think of his name off. But
Release to the Grease.
no, it was way back in the beginning
Okay.
when we first started. Why can't I think of his name? I met him today in another chat.
Yeah, something ties.
Oh yeah, Table Ties was here.
Yeah.
Table Ties is cool. He ties some cool flies too. If you haven't checked out Table Ties channel, go check out Table Ties channel. He's really cool. Who else was I missing? So many. Papa was in here.
Oh yes, that's right.
Papa.
That's right.
Midmo was in here. Wow. So many of you guys come and visit me now. It's so cool. I can't think of his name now. It's not showing up. Hopefully it shows up after. Anyways, so many of you cool people are in here, but I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to call it here, tidy up my mess, and then I will meet you in Jared's chat for anybody who's going there. Thank you for watching. If you guys have any bugs you want me to tie, let me know. Get the name of the bug, and I will look it up online, and I will tie it. So if you have any requests like that, want to see me tie some crazy bugs or spiders or bees or any crazy things, you guys let me know in the chats or in the community tab. Let me know. Drop a picture in the community tab, and I'm always up for a good challenge, and we can tie up some crazy bugs. So let me know, guys. All right, me and the Mrs. Superfly are leaving the building. So love you guys. Say goodbye, Mrs. Superfly.
Bye, everybody.
Mrs. Superfly.
Thank you for coming.
Mrs. Superfly.
God bless you.
God bless you.
Thank you for making us laugh.
Thank you for making us laugh. We always need a good laugh. So fish on, Canada, or wherever you are in the world. Keep your fly on the water.
Yes.
Tight lines. And love you guys. Peace.
Jared said give him 10 minutes.
All right, 10 minutes you got. If you're not there in 10 minutes, Jared, I'm hunting you down, brother. All right. Bye, everyone.